Yeah, my name's Michael Mann, work for Chick-Fil-A in Athens with Shane Todd, and lucky to be joined by Parker Armstrong today here. Parker and I worked together at the Beechwood Chick-Fil-A here in Athens.
Yeah, Parker Armstrong. I'm from Valdosta, Georgia, where I started my first Chick-Fil-A days across from my high school. I am now a senior property tax consultant working for Ernst & Young in Atlanta. Graduated from UGA in 2016. Go Dogs.
Share with us something you've been learning or something you've been growing in recently.
So one thing we have to do on a regular basis, and it's continually evolving, you're continually learning, is how to just navigate different types of people. Add value to everybody that you deal with. And a fundamental question is, how can I drive value for myself and others in every personal transaction?
Talk me through what originally brought you to Chick-fil-A.
I just wanted to be around good people, good leaders, good team players, people that are good at their core.
What would be 2 or 3 things that you learned at Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, this one's so easy because it's second mile service and servant leadership. And those are things that have always stuck with me. But the best way to serve others or really help myself is to serve others in a high degree or, in a valuable way. It goes back to every transaction having value, and transactions may be a strong word for it, but every interaction is probably better put. So servant leadership is just so key. Second mile service, it's how can I do the absolute best job I possibly can? And I know this sounds crazy, and I've said this for a long time, but I would joke that cleaning the bathrooms when I was first trained on how to do that at Chick-fil-A was almost a therapeutic experience. It's the quietest place, but on a serious note, it's something that you can really measure a person by how well they do that job with no one checking in on them and no one, having direct oversight, how well you scrub the sink or what have you. I mean, that stuff really matters. It tells you a lot about a person. And to me, I always wanted to go the second mile.
There's a leader in the Chick-fil-A Inc. world named Andre Kennebrew, and one of the things that he talks about, I heard him speak on this recently, is having what he calls an excellence gene. And it's basically anything you do it with excellence. If you can't or not going to do it with excellence, don't commit to it. Don't take the job. Don't commit to the relationship or to volunteering or serving or whatever the case may be. I don't think it's a natural thing to most people to do things that they don't want to do, but much less to do them with a smile and a positive attitude and to do them at a level of excellence, right? And so that's one of the things that our younger team and even our younger leaders are being coached and worked with on a daily basis of asking the question, hey, did you give your best to this?
What you may or may not realize is everybody has a role, and part of servant leadership is defining roles, and no role is better than any other. We just all have a different role, and we have to be moving towards the same goal.
And even in Athens, Chick-fil-A for the past 5 years, we've been strictly hiring and mining for, is this person a team player? Is this someone who will contribute in a team-focused atmosphere? If so, you can teach them skills, you can help grow them, and they can learn and develop. But if someone's not a team player and they're stuck on independent, then they're gonna get left behind, and they're gonna have a ceiling on their capacity. What would be a piece of advice or maybe a word of wisdom or something that you would love to share for someone who's either trying to figure out how can I be successful? What should I do as I'm transitioning potentially out of college, or I'm not sure what my career would be?
I think the biggest key is that you have to be extraordinarily honest with yourself about what you are good at and what you're not good at, your skills and things you could work on. Because when you're going through the job process, you're looking for a job that fits you, but an organization is looking for a you that fits the job.
Parker, what would be a final thought or something that's on your mind that you would love to share, or any other thing before we move towards wrapping up?
I kid you not, I get the most questions probably about my experience at Chick-fil-A, and I think that's because the brand is so recognizable. Shane Todd is not in the food business, contrary to popular belief. He is in the business of managing people and managing teams. It's a skill that really transcends all business. And that's because Shane is a servant leader, and he's really good at it. I mean, he's the best of the best in developing people.
As you know, it's a difficult thing to give your best every single day, day after day, after about the third or fourth year of doing something, you can go, I just, why not coast? But as you know, you lose huge opportunities to impact other people.
It's been a pleasure catching up, man. And I'm glad you reached out. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, Parker. It's my pleasure.